Are you looking to change your life? Well, here's the truth. Everything, and I do mean everything, is an inside job. Even the hard relationships, especially the hard relationships. I had someone in my life who was, let's just say, very complicated. She was charismatic, a great, amazing storyteller. But let's just say that in her storytelling ability, sometimes that line between fact and fiction, well, it got a little blurry. I used to be able to handle it just fine. I would keep the peace, brush it off, no big deal. But then I had some personal health stuff that went on in my life, and I had to take a little bit of time away. And when I came back into the mix of having to interact with this person, she was so challenging for me to deal with. Like literally was driving me crazy and I couldn't handle it. And I was working with a coach at the time. Coaches work with coaches. Yes, we do. And my coach said, Liz, I don't get it. Like nothing has really changed here, because she had heard about this person's behavior previously. And she's like, this person hasn't changed at all. And before, you were really able to handle it well. So what's changed now? And I had to really stop and reflect. And that question kind of took me back, because I was able to handle it well before, and now I wasn't. And what I realized is, as I was healing and kind of going through my own stuff, I'd gotten off track with those things that were really important to me, like my morning journaling and my walking and my time alone and reflection and in prayer. And all of that was just like sort of thrown up in the air for a period of time, just while I was kind of managing through life. And that happens, I know, to many of us. But my coach reminded me of something so very important, and it's a life lesson I will carry with me to the grave. And that is that everything is an inside job. It truly is. And when I really latched onto that concept and I started working again on me, everything changed. Now, did this person actually change? Well, actually, I would say she definitely changed in response to how I showed up, because the truth is, I can't control what she would do or not do. All I could really control is how I chose to show up in those moments. And I was letting it get to me before, which I think was sort of just aggravating the situation even more. But once I started just doing the inner work, and that's where it's at, once I started doing the inner work, my world shifted. So whether she changed or I changed, I know both happened. And so if you're struggling with somebody, and maybe you're struggling more than you used to, ask yourself what's going on with you, right? And I'm not condoning bad behavior. I'm not condoning what was happening with her. I'm just saying I didn't have the ability to control it. I could only control me. And it's amazing how when I started doing the inner work and started showing up differently, people also started showing up differently around me. And it was a game changer. So I hope you can learn and remember, everything's an inside job.